What is up, guys? Hope y'all are having a great Thursday. Kicking off this month. Don't mind me, just getting a watch list together. So, hopefully everyone was green today. I know I was only doing like one trade, but not too shabby, I would say. That's a lot of value for that one. Hopefully tomorrow is a green day. Futures is open, looking pretty decent, so we might be all right. Oh, I got that video up for you guys recapping the mezz trades. Let me see if I can actually put in the link in here while I'm on here. That'd be cool. But yeah, just quick little recap of the trade today so you guys can get an idea of that, what's going on. It is July. I'm trying to make some money this month because I heard Hawaii is expensive. Never been, but that'll be fun. As much as the place I traveled, I just haven't been there. But yeah, so hopefully that'll be up soon. Like I said, right now I'm just putting together the watch list for tomorrow. After hours still going, but it's slowed down. Ain't really nothing much popping off in the after hours here, so we ain't missing much so far. I don't think, unless an alert goes off. But yeah, if you guys had any questions or anything like that, just let me know. Oh, Snap is working. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can put this in there for y'all real quick. The link. I'll post it again just in case if I can't, but that link right there will have the video recap of the mezz trade today. Hopefully it's a good look. Oh yeah, it worked. Look at that. All right, cool. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, guys. We're in the third quarter of the year now. What is this? July 6th, first, second. Yeah, today was the beginning of the third quarter of the year. So Fridays are Fridays. You know, I don't really like to trade on Fridays, but since I ain't really got nothing to do this Friday, hopefully this is an exception. But I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how the market is. I might just sit on my hands just to be safe. Starting the month off good. I want to keep it that way. I want to end that way. It's been a while since I had a bad month. Of course I've had bad days, but I've had like a few bad weeks. But not really a bad month. So that's good recently, or like in the last couple of months. I think since like November-ish, maybe October, somewhere around that time frame. But yeah, so let's take a look and see what stocks might be worth interest for tomorrow. Right off the bat, we know at least 4 of them that are going to be good. So don't worry about that. Some of these, though, are questionable. Tomorrow's going to be tough. I know a few stocks played out well on the watch list. But mostly today seemed like everything kind of was off of the alerts themselves. That was pretty much money makers today. I mean, obviously, if you were out of the trades from like prior days, from like yesterday, whatever, which you should be, BLIM probably gave you like a good opportunity if you caught that on the low end, which is good. Utilize that second day strategy. Okay, so let's take a look here. Trying to get together the ones I want to look at. idea what's going on with this stock. One of the things about putting together the watch list, if you don't know or don't do any on your own, or kind of just feed off of little things, if you're like doing a lot of due diligence correctly, watch lists can take a long time. You know, usually we have about between, I would say, 6 to 9 stocks on the watch list for the next morning. And usually 2 or 3 of them even become interesting. The rest of them just be, but then every now and then, like all of them would be like crazy hitting. I mean, it's, you know, it's never solidified or anything, because the market is like the weather. It changes every single day. I mean, unless you live in SoCal where it's always fucking sunny out here. But anyways, yeah, it changes every single day, and you just got to be prepared for that, which is why it's just a watch list. You're just looking at, you know, see if what's happening, what you expect to happen is going to happen. Ooh. Here's something interesting. Little quick note for you guys before I get off of here. I need to go to the gym here in a second. But Staffing Solutions announced a stock split yesterday, and that thing ran after hours today. I'm watching it for tomorrow. If it was me, I would stay away from it. Let's see when that stock split is happening. So if you holding that, if you know what a reverse stock split is, yeah, you don't want to be a part of that. You essentially are losing money. If you don't know what a reverse stock split is, go watch that video that I explain the definitions, terminologies of the stock market. Do your own due diligence. I'm telling you how to do your own due diligence. But let's see when the reverse stock split is happening. Jeez. Oh, okay. So the reverse stock split is going to be a 1 for 2, but no more than a 1 for 20. Could you imagine a 1 for 20? Bro, I'll be mad. So I'm just kind of glancing over the information for that reverse stock split. I'm going to have it on the watch list, but I ain't going to be like one of the main ones I'm watching. Unless you can find some shares that's short. What is the short interest in that? Let me check. And they're doing the reverse stock split to keep their listings with NASDAQ requirements. If you don't know what that is or what that means, do some due diligence. Let's see here. Dang, they got 34% short interest, 12% float. One out of 15. That's a huge increase. It's over 1 million shares increase. Well, not my problem because I'm not a short seller, but anyways. Yeah, so that's interesting. But I probably won't have that one as one of the main ones I'm watching. Let's take a look here at ASE. So, when it comes to doing this watch list, guys, this usually takes about an hour or 2, depending on how much information you have to go through. If you were just doing it on your own, like I said, usually when I do it, I prepare my notes, stuff like that, and then I go over it with admins as well. And we kind of, you know, I do that to kind of get a different point of view on things. One thing you'll learn as a trader, you're not going to know everything, so it's good to be able to have people that you can talk to kind of like, you know, get thoughts and opinions on the stock. And a lot of admins are traders. So what I do when I put together the watch list, do my research, due diligence, I usually try to look for different news about a stock. I'll look at the technicals in it, then I go through the fundamentals. That's the crazy thing about the watch list. You doing a lot more preparation than you have to do throughout the day. Throughout the day, I'm just worried about technicals. Um, Technicals and catalysts. That's pretty much it. I don't care about the fundamentals. I don't care what, you know, the freaking fundamentals will do to any changes in the company. I don't care about none of that stuff. Only thing I care about when I'm day trading is the technicals. Um, and you should know what technicals are. But when you're doing that watch list, you got to put all that stuff together because that typically will set the tone of how the stock will play out the following day, which is why we do this every single day. Day trading is a job, guys. It's not something you just do leisurely. But when you get good at your job, it's something you can do leisurely. So that's the best way to look at it. And you don't become an expert overnight. You don't become an expert in a month. You don't become an expert in a year. It takes years. So let's take a look here. Did anything new come out with AASC? Production. The way I like to start doing the watch list, in case you guys are wondering, I'll take a stock. Well, first what I do is I go to my scanner, scan for the stocks that are meeting the criteria that I look for after hours and things like that. And all that criteria is put in the course that I show you guys how to scan, how to do your own watch list, just kind of based off what I do. So I scan for the stocks, then it usually gives me a bunch of different stocks to look at. And I go through just kind of each one of them. First thing I look at is the chart as far as the technicals, see if any patterns develop, any unusual activity like that happens. Then once I kind of filter those out, and I do it on the time frame that I look for, whatever time frame we trade on, you might want to look at it like that. I'll do that, and then I'll do research on the stock. I'll look for recent news, go through various different sources, Seeking Alpha, Bazinga, Innovative. I mean, all those, Yahoo Finance, all those, places I'll look to see what news might have came out about it. Then I'll check social feeds. I'll look for people's sentiment towards the stock too, how they feel about it. They think it's gonna moon, blah, blah, blah. If they think it's a piece of crap, I look at all that stuff, kind of weigh that in the analysis. Once I got all that put together, then I'll go back to the technicals and look at things like key areas of support, resistance, and start to plan from there how I might attack the trade, provided it goes one way or another. If I'm looking at that stock and it's doing something that I need it to do, like if it's having a lot of volume pre-market or even during the day after the market opens, I go back to it and see if I can, execute my trade accordingly. Always have it on the back burner. But that's pretty much it. The longest part of doing the watch list is just kind of doing the research and making sure you're getting the information that you need. And that's pretty much it. And you can configure your watch list how you want. You don't have to copy me. You can, some people like to do 4 or 5 different stocks on a watch list. I'm simple-minded, so I stick to 1 or 2, maybe 3, depending on how the day is looking. That's about it. If you're a specialty trader, I mean, some people like trade spots and things like that. I mean, that's up to you, but yeah, that's pretty much how you would configure watches. And I think pretty much almost every trader I know goes through that same entire process. If you do something different, let me know. It'll be good to get a different point of view. But yeah, that's pretty much what all traders do. Get their watch list ready, get the game plan ready, know what they're going to look for, move on. So let me get this pulled up here. We're going to put that on the watch list. I got to put that on the team. Okay. That's not good enough. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I gotta get ready to go to the gym. And then wrap up this watch list. Send it over to the admins and go about our business. I don't know, I'm not feeling too confident about AESE. Let's see, let's take a look at Mark. What's happening over there? Nothing there. That could have been just technical movement. Hmm. So Virgin Galactic is launching on the 11th. That's interesting. That's probably why the stock gone up so much. But it's at 51. Ooh, that thing's up there. Well, I think I'm gonna keep Allied Sports on my list. Okay. Boom. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to mention to you guys, because someone had asked me as far as like trying to find stocks throughout the day and what like kind of equipment and stuff like that to use and like what they have as far as a setup. You don't really need nothing fancy. I mean, we can trade from our phones nowadays. But as far as like laptop and stuff like that goes, I mean, yeah, it helps to have something with great processing speed and stuff like that, but it's really not required. You should be more concerned about the broker you have versus the type of equipment you have. I mean, anybody with the fastest computer and have the crappiest execution based on your broker. That's really important. More important than you know, especially if you're a beginner. When you start to realize like all the other stuff that you need behind the scenes to be successful at trading, or what gives like other traders an edge, you're like, man, because it's a lot of micro things that add up to the big things in being successful with trading. And that's just being a retail trader. Not to mention if you were like a high frequency trader or trading for a prop firm. So much stuff that they have that gives them an advantage to trade that you as a retail trader or a new trader don't have. But I cover a lot of that stuff too in the course, like, oh, you need to have this set up, you need to have this set up, set this up because this is going to be important kind of thing. One of the persons that took the course was like, they didn't know all that stuff was available for needing to trade. And like when they started using it, how much better to trade. Who was it that had it? I think it might have been Tim. Yeah, it was Tim that messaged me. He was like, dude, I didn't know all this stuff. And obviously you don't find it like that on like YouTube channels and stuff because no one ever talks about it. You might slip up and find it if you accidentally, might search a topic about it, but it's not like mainstream front ad thrown in your face. Oh, you should have this and you should have that when you're trading. Obviously, they're not going to tell you, but I told you. So, but it is a lot of stuff, a lot of little things that make a difference when you're trading throughout the day, especially if you're doing it from like your laptop and computer and things like that. But brokers are very, very key. Have a broker that is catered towards you as a trader and how you can trade. I know why that question was brought up, because I think Rico had asked in the chat room about brokers or switching over brokers, because I think E-Trade had messed up or something like that. Yeah, I think so. I haven't traded with E-Trade in a long time. I need to check my account there. But, and then who else asked me? I think Michael had messaged me about something about a broker. I think it was Interactive Brokers he was asking about. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, some brokers will have different routing executions that you want to look at. It's very, very important when you guys are day trading, so keep that in mind. But also too, some brokers you can't trade certain hours with. That's very, very important if you're only able to trade during certain time frames. Before I knew that, I used to hate waking up and seeing like, oh, this stock has already run up pre-market. As soon as I try to get in, when the bell opens, it just drops. That was one of the ways I wiped my account when starting out. That was annoying. But live and learn. Keep at it. Finish this here up. I kind of want to put that on there too. Okay. All right, guys. I've been on this bad boy long enough. Told you I was gonna jump on here quick. YouTube link for the video recap is in here. I also posted again in the board. If you guys got any questions, message me, let me know. Other than that, I'll get this watch list done. Give me about an hour or two. I'll get back from the gym, send it over to the admins. We'll post it up. So I'll be ready for tomorrow. Bright and early. Day 2 of quarter 3. Getting this money. And let's end the week on a good note. All right. Till then, study up. Get ready for the weekend. It's a long weekend ahead. Don't forget. Markets is closed Monday in observance of July 4th. Be safe out there if you're playing with them fireworks. Yeah, we'll have a short week next week and, keep it going, all right? I'll see you guys later.